Hi everyone, this is Erin with 5 Parks Yoga. Just want to thank all of my loyal subscribers and Patreon supporters. Without you guys, 5 Parks Yoga could not continue to evolve as it has. So I'm very appreciative of all of your support. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications. And if any of you are interested in a retreat in Costa Rica, I have a couple coming up. So you can check out all of the details on my website, 5parksyoga.com. So today's class is being filmed in beautiful 5 Parks, Colorado. And this is going to be a peak pose class, which I have not published for a while. And the peak pose that we're going to be working toward today is side plank with big toe hold. So in Sanskrit, Vasisthasana. And I hope that you enjoy this. We'll be working toward the pose throughout class, getting ourselves ready in all of the areas that need to be opened up to try out this pose. So we're gonna actually start today our warm-up in child's pose. So go ahead and come onto your shins, bring your knees wide and your big toes to touch. Take your hips toward your heels and walk your hands forward on your mat. Nice long extended arms. Release your forehead down towards your mat. Breathe in through your nose, fill up your belly. Big audible exhale through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. And out through your nose. Again, an audible exhale with your lips sealed. Ujjayi breathing. A couple more breaths here as you stretch out your hips, your low back, your shoulders. Keeping all tension out of your neck. So your head is heavy on your mat. Continue to breathe in and out through your nose to stretch your sides. Go ahead and start to walk your hands to the right, even though you're keeping your hips towards your heels. So you feel a stretch along the left side of your body. Walk your hands through center and to the left. Feel a stretch in the right side of your body. Walk your hands back through center to the center. Keep your right arm extended and slide your left arm underneath your right. Come onto your left ear. So feel the stretch in the back of your left shoulder. Switch sides. Extend your left arm long on your mat. Slide your right arm underneath your left. Come onto your right shoulder and your right ear. Head is resting heavy on the floor. Extend your right arm straight out in front of you, back to child's pose, and then press your way up to tabletop position. Let's take some cats and cows. Warming up the spine, so drop your belly down, lift your tailbone and the crown of your head. Exhale to round your spine, cat pose. Again, cow, breathe in. Cat, breathe out. Last time. Breathe out. Come back to tabletop position. For spinal balance, bring your right arm forward and your left leg back. Just hold it for a breath. And then bend your left leg, reach your right hand around for the inside of your left foot. Start to kick your foot into your hand, lift through the crown of your head for swan pose. Okay, now without flinging your leg, extend your left leg back, your right arm forward. And then take your right hand to your mat, but keep your left leg lifted. You're gonna come into side plank, modified side plank on your right. So kick your right foot to the right, lift your left leg up, reach your left arm up, Now reach your left arm forward for a nice long stretch. Bring your arm back up and then kick your left leg back. Take hold of your foot, now this time from the outside. So kick your foot back into your hand, open through the front side of your body. Come back to modified side plank. Left arm up, left leg back. Now you're gonna just take a little pop off your right hand and place your left foot on the floor. Reach both arms up. Now you can have your left toes pointed forward or to the side. Reach your arms up and come into gate pose. So you're gonna slide your left hand down your left leg, reach up and across. Reach both arms up with your foot flat or your back toes tucked. Come into Queen's Gate pose. So take your right hand to your right heel, start to press your hips forward, maybe reach your arm back. Come all the way back up. Make your way to tabletop position. Let's take those poses and stretches on the other side. So spinal balance first. Bring your left arm forward and your right leg back. Hold here for a breath, spinal balance. Bend your right leg, reach your left hand around for the inside of your foot. Kick your foot into your hand for swan pose. Come back to spinal balance. Now keep your right leg lifted. Place your left hand on the floor. Kick your left foot to the left for modified side plank. Reach your right arm up. So if it's hard for you to keep your right leg lifted, you can always place it on the floor. It's an option as well. Now bend your right leg, reach your hand around for the outside of your right foot, and then kick your foot back into your hand, open your chest, open the front of your body, maybe look up. Extend your right leg, reach your right arm up, pop off of that left arm, place your foot on the floor. Same thing this side, you can either have your toes pointed out or forward, whatever feels more stable or accessible. Reach your arms up, gate pose, slide your right hand down your right leg, stretch up and across. Both arms up. Queen's Gate, I'm gonna tuck my toe under. You can leave your foot flat if you'd prefer. Left hand to your left heel. Now bump your hips forward like you're doing camel pose. Lift your chest, maybe reach back. All the way back up. Make your way back to tabletop. And prepare yourself for downward facing dog. Spread your fingers nice and wide, tuck your all 10 toes under. Lift your hips, release your heels. Take a few moments here in your first downward facing dog to do whatever you like to do. To warm up, you can pedal your legs one at a time and shake your head around, release tension from your neck. You can sway your heels side to side. Take one more breath. And lift your right leg up, open your hip and bend your leg. Stretch for your hips and your side. Level your hips, straighten your leg 3 times, knee to nose. So we've got to build a little heat in our core for this pose. So really, really contract your core as you try to touch your knee towards your nose. So extend one last time into 3-legged dog, and this time you're going to place your foot between your hands. Place your back knee on the floor. We're going to take half splits pose. So you can straighten your front leg and keep your hip over your knee, or you can sit your hip to your heel and stretch over your right foot. Whatever feels like it's getting you the most stretch in the back of your right leg. One last breath here. Now come all the way forward to a low lunge. So from wherever you are, you'll just tuck your toes under. Lift your knee up off the floor and inhale to crescent lunge. Hold crescent lunge for 1 full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Now take a deep breath in as you lift your arms up, lower your hips down, and then exhale to warrior 2. You're just going to take 1 breath in your warrior 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, inhale, come back to reverse warrior. So this is a side stretch. So stretch through your right side in preparation for side angle pose. Side angle pose, you can rest your elbow on your knee, palm face up, or you can take your hand to a block or toward the floor, and then you're gonna reach your left arm up to the sky or the ceiling. Maybe look up towards your hand. And then we're gonna start here with a half bind. So taking your left hand toward your right hip, maybe you can take hold of your pants or your hip and start to roll your left shoulder open. If you have a healthy neck, maybe just a very gentle release of your ear toward your shoulder, getting that extra stretch, just opening up this whole left shoulder, and then extend back into side angle, back into low lunge. Now, go ahead and heel toe your right foot to the right side of your mat. So you're in a wide-legged low lunge here. Place your left knee down onto the floor, bend your left leg, and reach your right hand around for your left foot. Start to roll your shoulder open, your right shoulder open as you draw your left heel in. And then gentle release of your left foot down toward the floor. Bring your right hand back to your mat. Step your back foot back so you end up in high plank pose. So lifting that knee up off the floor, high plank. Hold your high plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift forward. Chaturanga if it's in your practice. Come halfway down. Keep your elbows in. Upward facing dog is your inhale breath, and downward facing dog is your exhale breath. Breathe in and out. All right, let's take those stretches on the other side. So lift your left leg up to start with. Open your hip, bend your leg. Feel the stretch in your left side. Feel the stretch in your right inner thigh. Straighten your leg out. Level off your hips 3 times, building heat in the core, knee to nose. See if you can touch your knee to your nose. Contract your core 2 more times. Alrighty, bring your knee to your nose, but this time, set your foot between your hands in preparation for half splits pose. Either right hip over your right knee as you straighten through your left leg, or hip to your heel as you forward fold over your left leg. A couple breaths here as you stretch out your left hamstring. Okay, so we're gonna come forward into low lunge from wherever you are. Find a nice strong low lunge with your left knee directly over your left ankle and prepare yourself for crescent lunge. So lift your hands up off the floor. As you lift your fingers up toward the sky, relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Take another breath here, breathe in. And exhale, warrior 2. 1 breath, warrior 2. Planting your heel on the floor, looking out across your front fingertips. Okay, stay low in your front leg and reverse your warrior. So stretch back and side angle. Same thing on this side, either elbow and knee, palm facing up, hand on block, hand on the floor, right arm up. So establish a nice, strong foundation in your side angle pose, and then we're gonna take a half bind. So bring your right hand towards your left hip and take hold of your hip or your pants, and then actively roll your right shoulder open, look up. Maybe Gently bring your left ear toward your left shoulder. Feels good, extra neck stretch. And then bring it back into alignment with your spine. Then bring your right arm back up for side angle pose and both hands to the mat. Low lunge. Now heel toe your left foot to the left side of your mat. Bring your right knee down onto your mat. And then bend your right leg. Take your left hand back and reach around for your right foot. Open your shoulder and then start to draw your heel a little bit closer in. A nice quad stretch, shoulder stretch. Love this stretch. Gentle release of your right foot back to the floor. Left hand to your mat. Step back to high plank pose, so lifting both knees up off the floor now. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga if it's in your practice. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Okay, we're just gonna do a couple traditional sun salutations, real basic. Breath to movement, just creating a little more heat in the body. So look toward your hands, step, float, walk to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, walk, or float back, high plank to low plank. Upward dog. Downward dog, breathe in and out. Look forward, step, walk, or float. Forward fold. Tall mountain. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Step, walk, or float, high plank to low plank. Upward dog. Downward dog. Breathe in and out. Last one, look toward the front of your mat. Come forward as you breathe in. Fold as you breathe out. Tall mountain, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Take a breath in here and exhale. Look toward your hands, step or float through to a seated position. Okay, we're gonna just kind of mix up these stretches and then back to active poses, all in preparation for our side plank with toe hold. So another stretch here we're gonna take is seated forward fold. If you would like to or can, you can take your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toes. First you can, if your knees are bent, that's fine. You wanna keep a long spine though. So if you can lengthen your spine here, and then you're gonna use a little strength in your arms to start to draw your chest closer to your toes. So continue to do this with a flat back as much as possible, okay, versus just rounding and collapsing here. So staying active, long, and lengthened. One more breath, maybe go a little bit deeper here. Okay, release from your fold. Bring the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose. Take your hands around your ankles, sit up straight again, elbows to knees, and hinge forward from your hips. Nice inner thigh stretch here. So feel both inner thighs opening up as you press your knees gently down closer to the floor. Continue to keep tension out of your neck Keeping your spine long, your head in line with your spine here. Okay, now we're gonna move from here into upward angle. So a stretch, but utilizing core strength in this pose. So we're gonna hold onto our toes again with our our peace fingers around our big toes. Okay, so from here you can kind of rock your feet up off the floor. Maybe you stay right here. Phase 2, if you'd like to try it, you can start to extend your legs straight out in front of you. So this is like Navasana, like a boat pose with your big toes bound. And then finally, for full upward angle to get your inner thigh stretch and utilizing core strength all at the same time, you can start to open your legs into a straddle. As you open your legs into a straddle, try not to round your back or collapse here, but keep your chest lifted and the crown of your head lengthened. Okay, strength and flexibility all at the same time in these poses. Okay, last stretch here before we get back up on our feet into a little more strength building postures. Go ahead and release your left leg down onto your bent left leg to your mat, and then extend your right leg to the right. You're gonna take your right hand towards your left knee, and you're gonna start to reach your left arm up and over, maybe reaching for a bind on your right toe with your fingers. Okay, so it's fine if that's not accessible to you. I want you to feel a nice stretch in your left side and in your left hamstring. So keep your right leg active. If you have a strap, you can utilize a strap by putting it around your foot and holding onto the strap. Okay, release. We'll do that on the other side. So bent right leg, straight long left leg. Keep your toes pointed up and your leg active. Take your left hand, place it on your right knee, and then start to reach your right arm up and over toward your left foot. Now I cannot bind my toe on this side. That's fine. I'm just gonna reach and stretch. And so that might be the same for you. One side is maybe a little bit closer than the other. Just work with whatever your body is needing today, and that could be very different than yesterday or tomorrow. Okay, come out of that side stretch and make your way back to downward facing dog. So we're just continuing to stretch and open throughout our body and building strength and heat in our core in preparation for our peak pose. So take a breath in, take a breath out. Lift your right leg up, step forward, low lunge. Make your way up to crescent lunge and warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Side angle pose. Now this time in side angle, if you'd like to, you can hold it here, take a half bind, or if you'd like to, you can try a full bind by reaching your right arm underneath your right leg, clasping your left hand with your right hand, rolling your shoulder open. Take one more breath here. All right, so if you have your bind, go ahead and release your bind. Come back into extended side angle. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, you're just gonna bring your left hand to the floor. Come into a low lunge position, and we're gonna take our first of many side planks here. So you're gonna keep your left hand on the floor. You're gonna walk your right foot back to your left foot. Reach your right arm up. Modifications for side plank. You can take your right foot to the floor in front of you. You can take your left knee to the floor. So similar to what we did at the beginning of class. You can stack or stagger your feet. Hold here, finding a nice strong side plank. Lift your right hip even higher. Breathe in, breathe out. Come through plank pose to chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, now lift your left leg up. Step forward, low lunge. Crescent lunge, inhale. Warrior 2, exhale. Reverse warrior, inhale. side angle. Exhale. Hold here, an extended side angle pose, taking any variation that you choose. If you want to try a full bind, reach your left arm underneath your left leg. Right hand clasps your left hand behind you, and then roll your shoulder open. Open your chest. Take another breath. Okay, if you're bound, unbind, back to extended side angle. Right hand to the floor, low lunge pose. Step your left foot back, keep your right hand planted on the floor, side plank. Okay, so I gave you all the options on the other side. Choose the option that works best for you on this side and hold it, feeling your strength as you hold this challenging pose. Lift your left hip a little bit higher. Take another breath in. And then through plank to chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. Okay, moving on, adding on, working with our side plank pose. So lift your right leg up, low lunge, crescent lunge, warrior two, reverse warrior. And this time let's try half moon pose. So stepping onto your right foot, lift your left leg up, left arm up. If you want to try to bind to take sugarcane pose, like we did at the beginning of our class, you can take your left hand, reach it for your left foot from the outside and kick it back. Okay, come back to half moon pose. Make your way to low lunge, stepping way back. Let's try side plank again. So right foot meets left, right arm up. Now this time, if you'd like to find tree leg variation, go ahead and draw your right knee in, give it a little squeeze, and then place your right foot, your left inner thigh, lift up. Be strong so you don't have too much weight pressing down. Okay. Maybe tree leg chaturanga. So come forward, keeping your tree legs, lower down, upward dog, downward dog. Breathe in and out. Let's do that on the other side. Lift your left leg up, low lunge, crescent lunge, warrior two, reverse warrior, half moon. Balancing on your left foot. Sugar cane or Chapasana if you'd like to try it. Reach your right hand for your right foot. Kick it back. Back to half moon. Low lunge. Okay, side plank again. Right hand is your foundation. Bring your left foot to meet your right. Left arm up. Okay, for tree leg variation, draw your left knee in. Place it on your right inner thigh and lift your left arm up. You can also place it on your calf, but just like tree, avoid your kneecap. Okay, and again, equal strength pushing up so that you're not just collapsing your foot into your leg. If you want to try it, chaturanga with tree legs. So keep your legs as they are, come forward, lower down, upward dog, and downward dog. Breathe in and out. All right, from downward facing dog, give you a little active break here. Again, look forward toward your hands, step, walk, or float through to seated position. We're gonna now take seated straddle splits with big toe hold if you'd like. So separate your legs. Again, active in your legs. So knees point up, toes point up, legs are engaged. Okay, you can stay here upright with your hands behind you. You can walk your hands forward, or you can take hold of your big toes and then start to hinge forward. Nice stretch in your inner thighs and your hamstrings. Just practicing reaching for those big toes. And if you are holding onto your big toes and your legs are bent, that's fine. If it looks like this, you can just kind of start walking your feet out. I'm on a really rugged surface, so I'm not going to do that, but maybe you can if you've got carpet or something. Take another breath here. And release. Go ahead and bring your right leg straight out in front of you. Your left foot to half lotus. Again, active in your right leg. Reach your right hand towards your left knee. Left hand reaches around for a bind. Maybe you can reach your big toe on your left foot with your left fingers. Look over your shoulder. And let's switch sides. Last stretch here on the floor. Right foot to left inner hip, half lotus. Take your left hand to your right knee. Reach your right hand around behind you. Maybe bind your peace fingers around your big toe. Active leg. Deep twist. Look out over your shoulder and take a breath. And release. All right, from here, if you want to just cross your ankles, you can jump back to chaturanga or you can walk back to down dog, your choice. So you just bring your hands to the floor, shoot your legs out, land in chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog. Breathe in and out. All right, last round. We made it. We're gonna try side plank with big toe hold. We've done so much prep for this, so just do your best. All right, so lift your right leg up, step forward, low lunge. Just add on a couple more postures here. Crescent lunge, inhale, airplane, exhale, crescent, inhale, warrior two, exhale, reverse warrior, half moon, breathe in, low lunge. Here we go. Take your peace fingers, wrap them around your right big toe. Take your foot with you as you step back to side plank. Left hand on the floor, roll onto the left side of your left foot. Bring your foot back with you. You can stay here or start to extend your legs straight. Did a lot of prep for this. Hold for 3, 2, 1, release to side plank, high plank, chaturanga, upward dog and downward dog. Breathe in and out. Okay, let's do that on the other side. Lift your left leg up, low lunge, crescent lunge, airplane pose. Crescent lunge, warrior two, reverse warrior, half moon, breathe in, low lunge. Take your peace fingers, wrap them around your left big toe. Right hand plants firmly on your mat. You're gonna roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. Bring your left foot with you as you come into side plank. So you can just draw that knee in, lift that foot up, maybe straighten your leg, hold it for 3, 2, 1, release, side plank, high plank, chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog. We're gonna try one more thing with our side plank big toe hold, which is kind of fun for transitions purposes. So take one more breath in downward facing dog. We'll go back to our flow. All right, lift your right leg up, low lunge, crescent, airplane, crescent, warrior two, reverse warrior, half moon, low lunge, hold on to your big toe side plank, and then bring it back, low lunge. Take your left heel to the floor. The outer edge of your left foot to the floor. Poke your right toes to the right. Reach your right arm back. Stretch here. Come all the way around. Side lunge on your right leg. Maybe hands to your heart. Side lunge on your left leg. Bring your hands back to your mat. Bring the outer edge of your right foot to your mat, right heel down. Left toes point to the left. Reach your left arm back. Come on back. Take hold of your big toe with your left fingers. Side plank with big toe hold. Lift it up. Set it back down. Crescent lunge. Airplane. Balance is off on this side. Crescent lunge. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Half moon. Low lunge. High plank. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Look toward the front of your mat, or it's the back of your mat now. Step, walk, or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, hands to your heart. Stand on your right foot. Bring your left foot to your left inner thigh or calf for tree. Hold here for 3 breaths. If you'd like to try standing big toe hold, take your right hand to your right hip, peace fingers around your left big toe. Extend your left leg forward, maybe off to the side. Extend your right arm to the opposite side. Come back forward. Release mountain pose. Tall mountain inhale. Forward fold exhale. Halfway lift inhale. And chaturanga exhale. Upward dog. And downward dog. Okay. Lift your left leg up. Step through. Crescent lunge. Airplane. Crescent lunge. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Half moon. Low lunge. Take hold of your big toe, your left big toe. Side plank, big toe hold. Low lunge. Take your right outer foot to your mat. Left toes to the left. Reach back. Stretch here. Side lunge on your left leg. Maybe hands to your heart. Side lunge on your right leg. Low lunge back to the front of your mat. Take your left outer edge of your left foot to your mat, right toes out. Reach back. Low lunge. Step back, high plank, chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog, look toward the front of your mat, step walker float, forward fold, tall mountain, bring your hands to your heart, Stand on your left foot for tree, right foot to your calf or inner thigh, hands to your heart. 3 breaths. If you want to try standing big toe, hold left hand to your left hip, right peace fingers around your right big toe. Extend your leg forward, maybe to the right, maybe left arm to the left. Bring it back to center and mountain. Inhale, tall mountain, forward fold, monkey, chaturanga, upward dog, and downward dog. Look toward your hands, step walker float to a seat. All right, we did a lot of stretching throughout class. So we're just gonna wrap it up now. So come down onto your back. Extend your left leg long on your mat. Hug your right knee into your chest. Bring your knee up toward your right shoulder. Squeeze your elbows in and down. Flex your toes back. And relax that right knee, relax your grip, and then bring your right knee across your body to the left. Extend your right arm to the right. Half belly twisting posture. And switch sides. Extend your right leg long on your mat. Hug your left knee into your chest. Squeeze your left knee toward your left shoulder, elbows in and down. Toes flex back. And relax the grip on your knee. Bring it across your body to the right. Extend your left arm to the left. Come back to center. Your knees into your chest. Find happy baby. Maybe try your big toe hold, peace fingers around your big toes. Separate your legs. Draw your quadriceps down toward the floor. You rock side to side. One last squeeze of your knees to your chest. And Shavasana. Extend your legs long, let your feet fall open. Arms rest alongside your body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Back to the natural rhythm of your breathing. Relax your entire body. If you have the time, please enjoy your Shavasana as long as you can. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. Today, as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words and peace in your heart. From my heart to yours, namaste.